Campbell's Tomato Juice presents George Burns with Gracie Allen and Ted Husing and Milton Watson with Jack Bernard and his famous orchestra. George Burns and Gracie Allen.
Thank you.
Oh, George, isn't it wonderful to be back in New York again? I'm so thrilled that I can hardly speak. And while we were...
Gracie, we've only been away 2 weeks.
Well, I know it, but it's the same old New York.
Yes.
You know, I said to myself this morning as I was riding uptown on the M, I said to myself...
You were riding uptown on the M?
Well, sure, I like the M much better than the subway. So I said to myself...
Gracie, it's not the M, it's the L.
Well, I know, but I don't like to say L on the radio.
Well, it's kind of nice to be back in New York again.
Oh, yes. I've never had such a welcome home in my life. I was certainly thrilled when I heard those whistles blowing. You know, I never...
They blew whistles for us?
Well, sure, but what I can't understand is we got in the tent, and they didn't blow the whistles until 12 o'clock.
Gracie, those were lunch whistles.
Oh, don't be a silly word, George. You ever heard of eating whistles for lunch?
They're delicious with ketchup.
Now, please.
Oh, yeah. Can't stop me tonight.
No, and my brother, you know, he got so excited that he threw a streetcar right through a plate glass window.
Your brother picked up a streetcar and threw it through a plate glass window?
Yes.
Gracie, do you know how much a streetcar weighs?
Certainly, 3 tons.
3 tons?
Yeah, up ton and down ton.
Up ton and down ton?
Yeah.
But where's the other ton?
Leading the band.
Leading the band. Like coffee.
Hey, wait, George.
Yes?
For 2 whole weeks while you've been away, I haven't made one single announcement about Campbell's.
Okay.
Not once have I stepped up to the microphone to tell the world the famous Campbell's slogan.
Well, I'll tell them about it, Ted.
Oh, thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, Ted Husing says if you're using Campbell's tomato juice, you're using the best Campbell's tomato juice in the world on account of you're using the same tomato juice that Husing is using.
That using is using?
George, I juice got through telling me that.
Oh, you juice got through.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ed, I'll take it for you.
All right.
And I won't have to sell Campbell's tomato juice on a piece of paper. I've got it in my head.
Well, George, if you can't have brains in your head, then I guess Campbell's tomato juice is the next best thing.
Thanks.
Say, Gracie, it's all I can do to control myself whenever you start talking about Campbell's tomato juice.
Well, I'm glad you do control yourself, Ted. That shows that you have the power of mind over tomato.
Mind over tomato. Yeah. Gracie, did something happen to you when you were a baby?
Yeah, yes. I weighed 10 pounds when I was born.
Oh, then you were born.
Yes, oh, sure. And the next week I weighed 20 pounds.
20 pounds.
And the following week I weighed 30 pounds. Well, for a while it looked like I was going to grow up to be a Jack Bernard.
A Jack Bernard. Well, I wish you were a Jack Bernard. Then you'd be leading this orchestra instead of bothering me.
Sure, and then Jack wouldn't be leading the orchestra and wouldn't be bothering anybody.
There's something to that. You've got something there, Gracie.
You may not think I'm good, Gracie, but you should see the size of my correspondence.
See it? Well, how can you miss it? It's breaking the buttons off your vest.
Let me tell you something. Wait until you see how classy Jack Bernard is going to look next week.
Yeah? I blew myself to a new suit.
You did what?
He says he blew himself to a new suit.
Oh, now that's a good idea, Jack, because it looks like you're going to blow yourself out of the old one.
Using
Watson. Bernard.
Yes.
This is Ted Husing, ladies and gentlemen. Which kind of tomato juice drinker are you? A dabbler who shifts about and drinks a different brand each time? Or have you given Campbell's tomato juice a try? Taste Campbell's tomato juice. Taste the difference between it and all the other brands you know. For here at last you'll find the honest-to-goodness fresh tomato flavor, just like a tomato you might have picked in your garden last August. No spices or canning processes have spoiled it. It's the real thing. You'll get a brand new, refreshing thrill from your first glassful. And a real benefit to health, too. Vitamins that Campbell's have taken care to retain for you. Try Campbell's tomato juice. Drink a glass of it just for me or just for George and Gracie. And then another glass just for the joy of it. The Marx Brothers comedy, A Night at the Opera, contains the beautiful ballad entitled Alone. Milton Watson sings it for us now.
Come in, stars are shining bright, that glorify the sky. A million colors of night, but here am I, alone with a sky of romance above, alone on a night that was meant for love. There must be someone waiting who feels the way I do. Whoever you are you alone on this night that we could share? Alone with your kiss that would make me care. And when you come, I'll promise to be your very alone with a heart meant for you. On this night that we alone with your kiss that could make me care. And when you come, I promise to be your very alone with a heart meant for
Here's George and Gracie again.
You know, George, if my brother were as rich as Rockefeller, he'd even be richer than Rockefeller, and vice versa.
Well, that's a nice beginning. If your brother were as rich as Rockefeller, he'd even be richer than Rockefeller?
Sure, he'd still be getting his $5 release money on the side.
Well, which brother is that, sir?
My brother Ike.
Ike?
Yeah, well, we call him Ike for short. His whole name is Hitchhike.
Oh, Hitchhike. That's the
Yeah.
fool, the good-looking one. Yeah.
But when he gets in a car with anybody, he goes 50-50 on expenses.
So your brother goes 50-50 on expenses.
Yeah. The motorist supplies the gas and oil, and my brother supplies the air and water.
Well, that's very considerate of your
Yeah,
brother.
well, I think so. And once upon a time, while my brother was...
Once upon a time?
Yeah, once upon a time.
Once again.
While my brother was hitchhiking, he saw a movie star in an automobile.
A movie star?
Yeah.
Well, what did your brother do?
He stuck out his thumb.
He did. And did the movie star give him a ride?
No, he autographed my brother's thumb.
Nice going. Some fun, eh, Gracie?
Oh, that's very good, George. You ought to be in punctures.
In punctures, eh?
George.
George. Yes? What is it?
Opportunity of a lifetime.
Opportunity?
Oh, Milky, don't take it. My uncle had the same opportunity, and he's doing a lifetime.
Gracie, quiet with your uncle. What is it, Milton?
Well, James Kling from Paramount is here to look me over.
James Kling?
Yeah, he's a talent scout.
Ah, that's nothing. My daddy's a Boy Scout. He can make a fire with 2 sticks. Yeah.
Well, what was that? Makes the fire with 2 sticks, huh?
Please, Gracie, don't mess this up. I may get a contract out of this if I can make an impression.
Well, what?
Here comes Mr. Kling now.
Oh, Mr. Kling, how do you do?
How do you do?
Mr. Kling, you know Ted Husing.
How do you do?
And George Burns.
How do you do?
And Gracie Allen.
Why, of course, of course.
Well, hello, Mr. Kling. Are you the King of Hearts or the King of Spades?
A Kling of Spades. Tell me, Mr. Kling, what's new? I hear you're giving Milton Watson a once-over.
Well, I happen to be in town, and it just occurred to me that Mr. Watson might have possibilities.
Nobody's got possibilities all. Well, now, maybe he ate something that didn't agree with him. How's
Gracie, they're talking business. Mr. Kling, did you hear Milton Watson's song tonight?
Yes, he has a grand voice.
Well, thanks.
I can't help wondering how Mr. Watson would be if he were playing opposite Loretta Young.
Well, now, look, it all depends on what they'd be playing, Mr. Kling. Now, if they were playing football, I bet notice a beater. But he certainly can't play post office, you know what I mean, Milton?
Yeah, he knows what you mean. But stay out of it. Mr. Kling wants to find out if Milton can act.
Yes, especially in romantic parts. Mr. Watson, have you ever had any of these so-called hot lover roles?
Hot lover rolls? Well, I had them for breakfast, and they're delicious.
Gracie, if I had a girl like you, hot lover alone.
That was George Burns, ladies and gentlemen. The telephone number is Brian 9-700.
Thanks, Gracie.
You see, Mr. Kling, I've never done anything very important in that line. Of course, I've taken a lot of work in dramatics.
Good. What can you do?
Well, I've got Uncle Tom's Cabin in my repertoire.
Oh, yeah? Then Jack Renard must have the Empire State Building in here.
Please. Miss Allen, wouldn't you like to see Mr. Watson get a chance in a love scene with some beautiful like Loretta Young?
In a love scene with Loretta Young, I know he wouldn't even have a fighting chance.
Thanks, Gracie.
You're welcome, Milton.
Miss Allen, you at least admit that Mr. Watson is a good singer.
Well, as singers go, what I mean is Milton's low notes are so high that they make his high notes sound low.
What you mean is that you don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, you and Mr. Kling don't know what I'm talking about either, so it's 50-50.
I guess so.
Mr. Watson, will you do some short love scene?
Oh, yeah, maybe, and I'll help you.
You'll help me.
Yes.
I'd rather do a love scene with Jack Renard.
Why?
Why, Gracie, will you stay out of this?
Mr. Watson, right now is the time when we can get an audience reaction. Maybe there's some reading or recitation. Do something.
All right, here goes. He goes right along, and the world soon forgives and forgets. Give a girl time.
You do another juice line.
Another juice line.
Now is the time. Why?
That's fine.
Nancy Humphrey sat in the wall. Humphrey Wilkie had a great fall. All of King's love scenes are very used. They won't mean how Nancy Wilkie from Campbell's tomato juice finished.
I hope so. You think.
Watson, Renard.
Jack Renard and his orchestra, and a new foxtrot, Hypnotized. Here's a straightforward proposition. Tomorrow, go to your grocer and say, tomorrow, won't you? And taste the difference. And here's George and Gracie.
George, I got a letter from Home Factory for the media station. And they're all worried about you.
Worried about
yes,
me?
I'll read it to you. Dear Gracie. Poor mother can't spell very well. Imagine spelling Gracie C-R-A-Z-Y.
C-R-A-Z-Y. Yes, it was probably a slip of the pen.
Yeah, George. Well, anyway, it says that Daddy and Daddy
Never mind. Just read the part where they're concerned about me. What were they worried about?
Your injury.
Injury?
Yeah.
What kind of injury?
Well, I don't know, but here it is in the letter. It says that, yes. Also received George's little check for New Year's, and I hope he didn't break his arm making it out.
Really nice to know that somebody's worrying about me.
George.
Yes,
Oh, why, Milby, Wilkie, when did you get back from Hollywood? You look wonderful. You're as brown as a beret.
Hooray.
Say, George, Mr. Kling didn't leave. He still wants to hear me do a bit of acting.
Well, that's fine, but
He's right in the control room.
He is.
He's going to listen to us. He wants me to do a scene from Rain. Broadway show, remember?
Well, certainly. That's great, Milton.
Well, here are the scripts. Will you all help me?
We'll be glad to.
We'll do the part where I'm converting Sadie Thompson, and I've lost my head.
Oh, you lost your head? Oh, well, that's all right, Milby. You'll never miss it.
Wait a minute, Milton. Who's going to play Sadie Thompson? Not Gracie, I hope.
Yep. She's the only girl here, so she'll have to play Sadie.
Play Sadie? Well, I never played it. But if it's like playing a piccolo, I can't play it. And if it's like playing a violin, Jacqueline, I can't play it either.
Well, this is going to be fine. If Gracie is going to play Sadie Thompson, then this won't be Rain. It'll be Custer's Last Pie. Look, what part do you want me to play?
Well, George, you play the old trader who runs the trading post.
Okay.
And Ted,
Yeah?
you do the sound effects. It's supposed to be raining all the time.
Well, I'll be glad to, Milton. How about Jack?
Oh, I'm sorry, but there's no part for Jack.
You mean there's no part big enough for that?
Quiet.
All right, let's get started.
Okay, Gracie, look at the script. You're Sadie Thompson, and you're walking up and down your room in a dilemma.
In a dilemma? Oh, I don't like that. Any kind of, I look better in a kimono, sir.
Gracie, you're Sadie Thompson. You've been a bad, wicked woman. A vampire. But you're reformed.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, Watson, you better handle it.
All right. Now, the Reverend Davidson, that's me.
Yes?
I've converted you, Gracie.
Yes?
You've given up men,
Yes?
and you're through with liquor.
Oh.
Why, you've even stopped playing that nerve-wracking phonograph.
Oh, was that a nerve-wracking phonograph? Now, I could have sworn it was Jack and I band. I could have.
Will you try to understand? Watson is Reverend Davidson.
Yes, and while I'm persuading you to be a good woman, I myself have fallen for you.
Oh, boy, this is so sudden, Mary. Read a sentence, George.
Watson, director Mr. Kling is waiting.
Oh, yeah, Ted. Are you ready with the sound effect?
Well, I've got the water, but I've got no place to pour it. Say, George, have you got a pan?
No, I haven't got a pan.
You haven't got a pan, George. Well, what do you call that thing between your ears?
That's a birthday cake. That's what that is.
Hey, I've got it. Here it is. Rain.
Gracie, it says here Sadie Thompson hums while she's waiting for Reverend Davidson to knock on the door. Okay, Ted, knock. Go ahead, Gracie, ask.
Who's that knocking at my door? Who's that knocking at my door? Who's that knocking at my door? Cry, little Sadie Thompson. Come in. Hello, Reverend Davidson. Good afternoon, George.
Gracie, the script.
Hello, Sadie. Are we alone?
Well, certainly we're alone, Davy. There's nobody here but you and me and George and Ted using in the audience and Jack and I. Any strange, George?
Look, Gracie, read the line. Read the line where it says Sadie.
Sadie. Sadie.
Yeah, but look, what comes after Sadie?
Reverend Davidson, you nuts about it.
Look, read right here.
Yeah, Reverend Davidson, I want to tell you won the battle. I'm going straight. George, what does that mean?
You be quiet.
Sadie, stop. Tell me no more, Sadie. It's time you heard a confession from me.
Why, Milton, you can't say that in front of a lady. But then again, I'm Sadie Thompson, huh? Let's hear it, baby.
Oh, Gracie, your line, your part, your script, your Sadie.
I know, and I'm pretty sure.
Look, will you read right here?
Yeah. So you want to confess to me, Davy? Say, are you kidding me or are you drunk? George, I sound like my mother talking to my daddy.
Drunk. That's it, Sadie. I'm drunk with you. Sadie, you've gone to my head like a drug. My brain is going round and around and around.
Will you watch your Chip. You're spoiling Watson's career. Go ahead, Milton.
Okay. It isn't the rain that's driving me mad, Sadie. It's you. It's you. Come to me, Sadie. Closer. Closer.
Gosh, I'm glad I'm out of this conglomeration.
Quiet, Jack.
Yeah, nobody's in the mood for love.
Quiet. Gracie, read this line.
Oh, yeah. Stop, Reverend Davidson. Get away from me. So that's what your face does for you, eh? Are you listening, Mr. Lubitsch?
Sadie Thompson, you can no more stop me than you can stop the rain.
Okay. Ted, he didn't tell you to stop the rain.
Will you all be quiet? Kiss me, Sadie. I'm only flesh.
Oh, baby talk. Nobody will keep getting flashed.
Getting away. Oh,
Mr. Kling, it's terrible, but it's not my fault.
Terrible? Why, it was simply wonderful.
Wonderful?
I've never heard a man read a line with such sincerity.
Well, congratulations, Jack. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Contact yours. Put your name right down here, Mr. Jack Renard.
Renard?
The way he read that line, gosh, I'm glad if I'm out of this conglomeration. It was beautiful.
Mr. Kling, Jack Renard wasn't even in the play.
I know. That's why he gets the contract.
Oh, let me see the contract, Jack. Isn't it the red? Congratulate Jack, everybody. He's going to Hollywood to be a stand-in for a load of hay.
A load of hay? Moving.
Gracie's making a popularity survey. She sings, How Do I Rate With You?
Let's cut out all the smart talk and have a heart-to-heart talk on the very timely topic of you and me. You tell me all about yourself. Come on, fine. I'll tell you all about myself. I'm nothing too hard. I'm in the social register. I'm in the blue book too. But say, what I want to know is, how do I rate with you? I'm Mrs. Wilson Vanderbilt in Dun Bradstreet too. But say, only one thing matters. How do I rate with you? Trace my family tree back to 51 BC. Say you find a king or two, but what good is the pedigree when you feel blue? My credit to that symphony, and with the grocer too. So, babe, won't you tell a fella, how do I rate with you? How would I rate with you if I wore one of my little blue hats like the little one I have on tonight, Georgie?
Waste would cover your brains a penny.
Oh, suppose I went in for politics. Gracie Allen for senator.
In the state of coma.
Would you get your friends to vote for me, even the janitor?
Yeah, my janitor would sweep you right in.
If I should run for president, I'd get a vote or two or three or four, but babe, only one thing matters. How do I rate with you? Do you think I'm the top, or am I a total flop? Do I thrill you when I talk, or would you rather take a walk? I may be high with Jack Renard. And Milky Wilson, too. Don't call me Milky. But, baby, what I want to know is, what's the name of the song, Georgie?
How do I rate with you?
That's it, you rate well.
Campbell's tomato juice, made by the makers of those fine Campbell's soups, invite you to listen in and laugh with George Burns and Gracie Allen again next Wednesday, when they will broadcast from Boston, where they are appearing all week, starting this Friday at the Metropolitan Theater. Meanwhile, say to your grocer, Campbell's tomato juice, please, and taste the difference.